everyone, welcome. I'm Amanda. If we've never met before, welcome. So thank you for tuning in and for coming to your mat today with me. We'll do a little bit of a strong flow today, so about 75 minutes, give or take. If you need to rest at any point, do so. If some of the postures are not familiar to you, skip them or modify as it suits you, or anything else that works in your practice. I also have a strap and a couple of blocks and some sandbags that I might demo a couple things with, so feel free to make sure you have any tools that work for you. I know many of you are at your house, so you might not have all the props that you would normally have in a studio, but find whatever suits you. We'll get started on our backs today. So finding your way to any type of Shavasana that suits you. So once you find your back, let the arms come out, let the eyes close, and just start to tune into yourself, your breath, spaces that might feel a little congested or a little tight. And just start to breathe into those spaces, remembering to honor your body always through your practice. I just serve as the guide, so take what you wish and leave what you don't. And from here, just finding a few moments of silence and stillness as you start to center and tune in. You can stay as you are, or maybe let one hand find the belly, one hand find the heart. You can also let the arms come up and overhead for a form of surrender. And then just start to shift the breath completely to the nose. So if you haven't yet sealed the lips, let them close down, but the teeth have space between them. Jaw stays soft. And then shifting the inhales and the exhales to come through the nose, letting them drag in deeply all the way to the base of the belly. If you have your hand in your abdomen, feel that press up. And then exhale, let it drain back out, feeling the belly and the back press firmer to earth. A couple more like that at your own pace and your own rhythm. And then wherever you are in your breath pattern, we'll empty it out and we'll breathe together here for just a few rounds of breath. So drain completely. And then inhale, let the breath come in through the nose. Let it run over the back of the throat, the whisper muscles, down to the lowest part of the lungs, filling out from the base to the top. And then reverse that, press down from the low abdomen up to the middle, through the top. Draw the rib cage to earth, pressing the air out, emptying, and sending with it anything that no longer serves you. Breathe in, filling up. Draw new energy into the body. Take it all the way to the base of the lungs, letting them puff out sideways and upwards. And then exhale, push it out, pulling in through center, back presses towards earth, ribs to spine, draining, empty. 2 more like that. Breathe in, fill up. Draw in just a sip more of air when you think you're full. And sigh it out through the nose, emptying completely. Pause at the very base of that exhale. Hold that emptiness and just stay for a beat. And then last round, breathe in deeply. Take in as much air as you can, and once you think you're full, sip in just one more little bit. Pause in that fullness. It might feel a little uncomfortable. And then exhale, sigh it out, letting it drain through the nostrils evenly. And then starting to invite some movement into the fingers and the toes. Arms maybe reach long up overhead, legs stretch out long. And then you walk the feet to the right corner of your mat. You'll follow the same thing with the hands, but set the shoulder back down. So forming a little crescent or C shape through the body. And then you can grab the left wrist and give that a little more of a tug. You can also stack the left ankle on top of the right and then flex the feet away from the body. Again, shoulders and hips stay down. And one more here, breathing in, fill up, empty. Arms and legs unwind to center, and then they tiptoe off to the left corner. Fingers and arms do the same. Shoulders and hips press back. And then you can switch your grip, so grabbing left hand to right wrist, adding that little tug, and then right ankle on top of left, and then press the feet away. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Empty. Come up to center. And let the feet find earth. We'll curl ourselves into a little ball, rocking side to side. And then the next time the knees go to the right, to let them continue to that side. Arms out to a T supine twist. You can always find goalpost arms if you are in a tighter space today. And if it's a lot, you can put blocks underneath the knees to stop that twist at a point that suits you. As you're ready, come back up to center, breathe deeply. And then exhale, knees to the left, and you look to your right. Left hand can find that top leg for a little added assist if that feels good. One more here. Stay. Back up to center, knees to chest. And then again, rocking a little side to side. And then you can start to shift that rock and roll front to back. Keep the hands tucked behind the knees if you'd like, and then see if you can roll yourself up to a boat pose Navasana. Elbows hugging, shin bones lift up. Hands can stay behind the knees. They can find earth, or they can float long. Shoulders down, chest forward. Take a breath. Stay. Breathe in. And breathe out. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, one more. Hands may be tucked behind the knees. We'll rock 3 times and re-land in Navasana. So roll it back. And roll it up. Maybe back and land through a plow if that suits you. And then last time, find your way back up to your Navasana. Free hands, legs to earth or legs up, your choice. Belly pulls to thighs, thighs pull back to the belly, shoulders down, and hands go where you choose. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll add on this time, take an inhale. Let the feet drop and the hands plant behind the hips. Take an in-breath. And then up to a table. So hips press up, head drops back. Shoulders roll open. Take a breath. Stay. Another inhale. And then chin to chest, have a seat. Hips plant down, come back up to that boat, breathe in. Breathe out. You can tuck the knees or rock and roll free this time. Take an inhale, chin to chest. And then roll it back, maybe again landing in that plow. Forward to boat. And back to plow. And one more to move of your choice. And then we'll end again back in Navasana. So landing, make sure you're on the sit bones and not the tailbone. Heart forward, shoulders down, neutral chin. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can drop the feet back to hip distance, hands behind, or you can walk the legs long this time. Take a breath, roll the heart up, and then straighten through the legs, point the balls of the feet to earth for a reverse plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, head can drop back or chin can stay to chest. Press up through the belly, wrap the shoulders back and together. One more. Have a seat. Back up to that boat pose. Lift and lengthen. Stay. Fill up. Empty. One more. Stay. This time a little different. You can take finger 1 and 2 to your big toes, so peace fingers. Roll the legs up into a straddle. And then if you're comfortable rocking and rolling back through plow, take a breath in, tuck the chin. And then see if you can roll back. Let the feet find earth, hands support the spine, or arms long. If that's not for you today, don't worry about it. And then walk the feet straight back behind. Take a breath. And then see if you can roll back up to your boat pose. Heart forward, take an inhale. Instead of straight legs, we'll again bend the knees, hands behind. But instead of right behind the glutes, walk them a little outside to the right and the left. Press up to your table, take an inhale. And then a little belly work this time. See if you can rock the hips back without letting them touch earth. Roll up onto the heels and press away. Up and open, breathe in, back to that table. And rock it back, chin to chest, hips slide through the hands, press away. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, slide it back. Just 2 more, rock it up if you'd like. You can always stay in your table. And roll it back, squeeze the belly, press. 1 more inhale, up and open. And exhale, hinge it back. Take an inhale. And then set it down. Walk the feet to touch, reach and lengthen. And then fold yourself in half. Towels and straps can find the feet if it's not comfortable to reach the toes. Lengthen the heart and then soften the chest. Let the head start to melt towards the shin bones. Soften here. Take a breath. And empty it out. So you'll let your head fall towards the legs. I'll keep mine lifted so you can hear me a little better. And just a couple more. Take a breath. Draw yourself a little longer and closer together. 1 more. Stay. As you're ready, lift the chest, cross the ankles. And then we'll find our way to a tabletop all fours. So finding shoulders over wrists, knees underneath hips. We've already done a little work through the belly and the back, but we'll find a few cat-cows just to rinse out. So hips up, heart open, breathe in. And then squeeze and press away. Open and breathe. And tuck and round. 2 more like that. Breathe in to open. And breathe out to round. 1 more inhale to open cow pose. Vittalasana. And the Majorasana cat, squeeze and tuck in. Keep the cat spine, curl the toes, step the hands forward. And then hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Settle in, maybe pedaling out at your own pace, so heels can melt down or alternate. If stillness feels good, that's an option. And then hook the belly up, press the hips up and back, biceps wrap towards the ears and start to roll forward. Letting the scapula start to roll away and down the back. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more. Take an inhale and empty. The last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Let your feet step out just a little wider and let your thumbs walk in a little closer. Keep your left hand rooting on the earth. Take a breath. Come back to that dog. And then let this right hand start to slide under and across. So if it just makes it midline, that's fine. If you have the space for the upper leg or through the calf, go there. And if you have the room to find your heel, plant the hand and then press down through that heel to rotate up and under the left armpit. Squeeze the belly and then twist the right ribs down. Lift the left ribs up. Wringing out, take 1 more breath in. Stay. Unwind yourself to center. Reset your dog for just a few breaths to roll out and pedal the heels at your own pace. Stay. Breathe in. I'll turn around here so you can still hear me okay. And then as you feel ready, again, feet walk out just a little wider. Thumbs come inward towards each other to touch. The right hand is your base this time, and then the left just starts to walk under. Maybe it finds the ankle, the leg of any place. If you have the room to reach the heel, hold on to the foot and then press it down. Roll the left ribs down, look up through right, squeeze the belly back up to the spine, and then press away from this right hand. Make sure you're not hyperextending that right elbow, so a little softness through it, and then looking up to the sky if you have space. 1 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Unwind and come back to your traditional dog, feet hip distance and thumbs about 5 or 6 inches from each other. Up to your toes, breathe in. Bend your knees, look forward, and then walk, step, or lightly hop yourself up between your thumbs, head folds heavy, hips lift. On your inhale, hands slide to shin bones, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale to fold. Do that again, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale to fold. 1 more, halfway up, lengthen. And fold. To the sky, reach and rise. And then hands to your heart, Samastiti. Maybe setting an intention, lift up from the front of the quads, squeeze the glutes up, tuck the pelvis. Arms relift, breathe in. Spill wide and down, breathe out. So we'll just move through a few Surya Namaskara A Sun salutations to continue to warm up our body. Lengthen halfway. Hands to earth, plant them, walk, step, or press into the mat. Hop the feet lightly back, high plank. You can always drop your knees, pull forward through the shoulders, and then halfway down, or if coming to the belly suits you better, find earth. Flip the toes, lift the heart up, squeeze your glutes, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, rise, bend and lift. Come forward to that fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway, maybe off the earth or off the shin bones. And then tuck together, arms maybe wrap around the legs, pull yourself together. Inhale, come on up, reach. And exhale, spill. Hook the belly, arms out wide, folding, landing in Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up, press and lengthen. Hands to earth. Again, you can find that hop or stepping the feet back 1 at a time. Forward on your inhale, Chaturanga, lower. Toes to earth, scoop up and forward, glutes press together and up, in. Down dog, belly in, up and open. Inhale, rise, bend, open the throat, pause and look forward. Exhale. exhale, you can tiptoe yourself, slowly walk, step, or hop. So if you're tiptoeing, really roll up high, hook the belly, and fold. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, dive it down. Reach it up at the top. If you like a back bend, palms together, open the heart. And exhale, spill back forward. Slowly with control and purpose. Inhale to lengthen, flatten out. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low. Peel through, up and open, Urdhva Mukha, up dog, or Cobra Bhujangasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. We'll do 2 more rounds of Sane, up to your toes, bend and look. Find your way forward as it suits you. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, spill together, fold. Reach and rise, grow, lengthen, touch the walls on the sides and to the ceiling, maybe that back bend. And then offer the heart, squeeze the belly, fold with the flat back. So trying not to round down, but folding in half. Inhale to lengthen, build space through the rib cage, press apart. Hands down again, that hopping, stepping, or any way that suits you to come back and lower. Flip and lift, breathe in, breathe out, send it back. One more, Sane, rise, bend, look. And again, maybe that tiptoe, really staying high on the feet, pressing the palms, squeeze it, and fold it. Lengthen halfway, and fold together. Reach it up, grow tall, and spill it down. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, high to low. Feet step, walk, or hop back. This time as you lower, come all the way to earth. Drop the tops of the feet, let the arms walk out, lift up to a wide cobra. And then come down through center. You can come back to that same thing, or this time arms right in front of the shoulders. And then press up. See if you can roll the shoulders down so shoulders don't become the ears, they stay away. And then if you'd like a little bit more of a back bend, walk the fingers and the hands back. But again, lift through the chest, soften through the shoulders, squeeze the glutes, and press the thighs and the feet down. One more. And then melt yourself to earth. As you're ready, press up to a table. And then back to a child's pose. So find a few moments in this child's pose, letting yourself melt downward, softening where you can. Let the breath come in just as slowly as it exits the body. Rock your third eye side to side if that feels good. Just a couple more here. And then from where you are, start to find your way back to a downward facing dog. Hips lift and the head hangs heavy. Stay, take a breath, and empty it out. You let the feet touch on the right leg, come up, hip height, and then to the sky, three-legged dog. And then bend the knee. Roll out the ankle. We'll keep the left leg straight, so you'll turn the left toes to the right, land on the pinky edge side of the foot. Let that right foot land on the ball behind you. Hips up and the arm over the head. So wild thing. Take a breath, a little different than flip dog. Flip dog, we have two bent knees. Roll the right shoulder back, lengthen through the fingers, right arm up and high. And then come back through a high plank. When you get there, let the right knee drop to earth. Side plank, left arm up. Left leg lifts, and then catch the foot behind you. Look up and over the shoulder, press the foot into the hand, right shoulder above right wrist, and then arch the heart open. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Stay, unwind, left arm high, left leg long. Hand to earth, land on the ball of the left foot, and then shoot this right leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. Open, breathe in. Right knee to the left arm, let it tap, and then thread it through, landing on the pinky edge side, right hand stays down. Left arm up and open, fallen triangle. Breathe in. This left arm can stay to the ceiling or it can go over the head. It can also find the hip. And if you'd like to play around with lifting this right leg up, you can flex it, lift this left arm, or maybe reach for that foot with peace fingers. If you have the foot and want a little more, grab the pinky edge side. And then start to draw that foot up towards the right arm. If the thigh connects to the arm, pull up through the foot and then see if you can roll that arm up and over the left ear. Breathe in. Stay. One more. If you have that foot, start to unwind it. Plant the left hand. Back to three-legged dog. Breathe in. And we'll come back to wild thing one more time. Pinky side. Right foot down. Right arm up. Reach. And then arm overhead. Arm to the ceiling. Breathe in. Hand to earth, bring the right knee into the chest and set it up and outside the right pinky. Heart rolls open, finding a lizard. And stay. So holding here, you can drop this left knee. You can find your block inside that foot if that feels good. Roll the heart open. Maybe uncurl these left toes. If you like to come down to forearms, that's an option here. So just finding space that feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just a couple more here. Take an in breath. And empty. With or without your block, you can choose to stay center. Or plant your left hand down, right arm up and to the sky. And then maybe let that foot come back into the body and catch it with the right hand. So if reaching the foot's not comfortable, towel or strap, you can also plant a block under this left hand. That'll bring the floor a little closer to you, so it'll give you more space to reach up and find that right hand to the left foot. Looking over that shoulder, stay for two more, breathe in. Breathe out. You can continue this bind, or if you'd like something just a little different, keep that foot up, right arm high, and then right hand down. Lift the chest, right hand to right thigh, left arm up and around. And then see if you can grab that foot with the same hand. So left hand, left foot. If you'd like more, you can tuck that foot into the elbow. And if you'd like even more, pull your belly in, right arm up, fingers maybe meet. Square the chest forward, flex the foot into the elbow, and breathe. Two more, in wherever you chose to go. And the last one here, take a breath. Empty, unwind with control. So let that foot come back to earth. Hands down, curl the left toes back into earth and pop that knee up. Walk the right foot back into midline, lengthen the chest forward. And then turn yourself to the left, wide fold. Let the head drop down, then the hips lift. Stay. Maybe let the hands interlace and the knuckles spill up overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one more. Stay. Hands to hips and then to earth. Lift and lengthen. Walk back to your right. If you have a block still on your mat, slide it out of the way. And then right foot steps back. It might float next to the left. Chaturanga or straight to down dog. Up and open, lift your heart. And exhale, lift your hips. Stay here, reset, take a breath. Hold, I'll turn around again here. Let the head hang. Breathing in. And emptying out. So we'll put together those same components with the left leg. Let the feet touch and the left leg come up. It starts hip height and then maybe it rolls up and open. Breathe in. Stay. You'll turn the toes of the right foot to the left. Land on the pinky edge. Bend that left knee. Let the ball of the foot land on the earth. Left arm up. It can stay to the ceiling or roll up and overhead. Breathing in. And emptying out. Press through the whole finger pads on the right hand, so even weight through that whole hand. Left arm back up. And then come around three-legged dog. Take a breath. And then left knee to left arm. Once you tap it in, let the knee drop. Right arm high. So Vashisthasana side plank. You can start and stop here. Right leg can lift. Pull the ribs in. Maybe bind and catch the foot. Open the chest. Arch the heart, look up and open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up. Stay. One more. Drain. Right arm high, right leg long. As the hand comes down, land on the ball of the right foot, square off. And then thread that left leg back up into the sky. So we'll stay weight bearing on the left arm. Take a breath. And then knee to nose again, but this time it crosses to the right, foot threads through for that fallen triangle. And then right arm up to the ceiling. Remember, this arm has some options. It can stay on the hip. It can reach for the toes and pull that leg up. You can also hold the pinky edge side and start to roll that foot to the left arm, right arm up and over the head. Flex the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. Press away. Rotate the right ribs up. Take one more. Stay. Thread that leg back, up and open. And then one more time through Wild Thing. Land on the pinky edge side. Right arm is your base, left arm up. And then open the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left arm high, reach. Three-legged dog. Up and open. And then left knee into the chest, but the foot lands outside the hand this time for lizard. Again, you can drop the right knee. You can stay long, heart up and open. And again, find your tools of choice if you'd like. Head can soften for a few moments, so just building some space in the hips. Using the breath to calm the mind and the heart. And to just clear out any clutter in the body that no longer serves you. Right hand to earth. If you're looking for any twisting components, left arm high, maybe you stay here. Or the right heel tucks up and the left arm walks around, rolling open to catch that foot. Breathe in. Stay. Flex the foot into the hand. Peel the chest up and open. You can keep with that twist, or as you're ready, unwind that one. Left hand inside, keep the leg up, walk the chest up. Left hand to the thigh, right arm up and around. Make sure you're not on the kneecap, you're on the squishy part at the top of the leg. If this is enough, stay. You can always use a block under the hand, either inside or outside the foot. If you feel you'd like a little more, tuck that foot into the elbow. And then left arm up and around, maybe binding through the fingers. Roll the heart back forward, tuck the heel towards the body. But press the foot into the hand. As you feel ready to unwind, let that happen slowly. Right foot pops up, press into the ball, left foot threads back without dragging, and then Chaturanga. Up and open, heart forward. And exhale, hips to the sky. Take a breath. And let it go. Up to your toes, put a bend in the knees, look forward. Find your way to the front of your mat for a fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold together. Rinse that out with a sun A. Sweep up, reach. And swan back, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, your chaturanga, high to low. Heart forward, breathe in, open the chest. And empty, hips to the sky. Take a breath. And then let the hands tiptoe back to the feet. We'll find a ragdoll here for a moment. Right hand to left, left to right. Let yourself hang heavy. So we'll put a variety of that sequence together again, just some different options. So we'll end up in our lizard with a few varieties as well, just a little bit of a different challenge. Take a breath and stay. One more. And then release the hands, lengthen halfway. Fold. Sweep up and reach. Keep the feet hip distance. And then find your way to chair. So you can choose to stay here, tuck the tail, arms out straight forward. If you practice crow pose or bakasana, sit the thighs and the chest together, get a little lower, hands plant. Knees tap up into the armpit, spread the fingers wide, rock forward. And then pick up one toe, followed by the other. Make sure you're looking forward, bring the toes together to touch, press the earth away, and tuck the heels up towards the glutes. You can choose to stay here, or if you practice a transition to headstand, maybe you start to tuck the head. Remember, you're at the back of your mat, so just be mindful of what's behind you. And if you'd like, from here, knees touch, legs up to the sky. Press through the balls of the feet, hug the elbows in, root down through the palms. Take a breath. Empty. Two more, in breath. And again, you can stay in that chair and skip this. If you would like to come back the way you came, do so. Otherwise, maybe take the legs out wide. Hook the belly up and in. See if you can, with control, slowly bring those feet towards the wrists. And then as you're ready, press yourself back up. Walk the feet back in. And then walk yourself back to your down dog. Adjust as you need. Take a breath. Stay. Feet touch and the right leg lifts up to the sky. Reach it up and open. And then heel to the glute. This time flip dog if you like. Let the right leg roll around. Both knees bend, arms reach up. And then arm overhead. So you can stay here. If you take this to wheel, take a breath in. Start to look down to the earth. Let the right hand connect. Unwind the left. Replant it. So feet are hip distance. So are the shoulders and the hands. Belly. Breathe into that space. Lift it up. But squeeze the glutes. Left hand spins back around. So thumb turns. Right arm to the sky. And then back to your three-legged dog. Stay here, breathe in. And then right knee into the nose. Let the foot land through center this time. And we'll come up to airplane wings in a lunge. Palms fly back, take a breath. Hug the shoulders together. Press through the heel. Take an inhale. Stay. Hands come to center chest. And then inside the foot again, walk it wide. Little different this time though. See if you can tuck this right shoulder under this right leg and the hand comes outside. You can choose to stay here if you'd like to float that right arm, let it float up. Maybe the right hand comes back and you practice floating up the left. If you'd like, float both. Or you can let the arms bind up and around the back. Press through the left heel, draw the right thigh into the body, pull the belly up, and then find a drishti. 2 more, pull up from your roots, scissor the thighs together. 1 more. Let the hands unwind back inside that leg, drop the left, and then retwist, right arm high. Maybe the option again to catch that left foot. This time if you'd like to roll that knee open, and then maybe the option is to come down onto the forearm. Toe points to a 45 to the right, so does the knee, and then roll the top shoulder back. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more. Empty, unwind the foot, right arm high. Hand to earth, come back up as you square the right leg. Curl the left toes under, pop that knee up, take a breath. And then glue this right arm to the right leg, or to the right knee to the right arm. Press away, and then see if you can tuck the heel up. Maybe you stay like this. Maybe you start to pull weight forward, bend the elbows. See if you can lift the left leg up. If you'd like more, the right leg out to the right. And then as you're ready, see if you can find chaturanga. Hop it back. Up and open, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Stay and hold. Let the head be heavy. Let the hips lift. Take a breath. Stay. 1 more. We'll walk the hands back to the feet again. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bend the knees, lift the chest, Utkatasana. Stay, fill up, sing. Another option for crow, so you can stay right here. I'll walk you through your crow pose again, so sit a little deeper. Bring the hands to earth. They're in front of the toes, so feet, hands, there's about 1.5 feet between. Up to tiptoes, rock the knees towards the armpit. So find that connection high, look forward. Pick up a toe, followed by the second. And then just breathe. So again, you can play around with that headstand, or you can just play around here with your crow, really pressing the arms a little straighter, pulling the heels up a little tighter. Find 1 more breath wherever you chose, and then come back to that fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. Reach and rise, grow tall, and fold in half. As you're ready, walk yourself back out to your down dog. I will turn around again for you here. And then stay. So again, we'll start with a flip dog this time. So feet touch, and the left leg circles up to the sky. Bending the knee as you're ready, take a breath. And then right foot behind, spin around. Sorry, that was the left foot behind, left arm up. And then left arm overhead again. It can keep going to find earth. Making sure it has a clean place to land that is safe to use as a base as you turn the right arm around. Finding your way to wheel. Again, not required, just an option. 1 more here, breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand rolls back around to let the left arm lift. And then come back to your 3-legged dog. Inhale, lift it up. And then exhale. Let that knee tap into center. And let it plant between the hands. Come up onto fingertips. And then find your airplane wings. So these are the same wings we'll eventually find underneath the left leg if you'd like, but not required. So you can stay here. We'll come down, hands to earth. We'll drop the right knee. Walk the hands inside. And again, maybe lift that toe, come up and find that bind. Roll the heart open. Tuck the heel to the glute. Maybe this left foot turns out, the knee rolls out. An option to come down onto that forearm as well. Breathe in. Remember, you can always use blocks and straps to assist this connection. Twisting through the left side. As you're ready, arm up high, right foot down. Hand to earth, but inside the left leg. Come up to long arms. And then we'll pop that right knee up. So you can choose to stay here, or you can start to let this left shoulder dip under the left leg and the hand comes outside. That might be where we stay today. That is fun. You can play around with lifting the left arm under the leg, palm down. Put that hand down and maybe do the same with the right. Maybe fly bow. Or again, maybe find that bind up and behind the back. Gaze or drishti is forward, left leg hugging into left shoulder, belly scoops up, heel presses, and the root tucks up and in. One more to stay. Let it go. Unwind, arms connect. I have to walk myself back here a little bit. So arms connect, or hands connect to earth, the left arm connects to the left leg. You can stay here. If you'd like the challenge, see if you can press the left heel up. And then pull the shoulders forward. Think of finding a chaturanga, so bend the elbows. And then maybe this right leg lifts. Followed maybe by the left leg kicking out. And then maybe it hops back. Peel the chest forward through your up dog. And then exhale to your down dog. Take a breath. And stay. Breathe in. And breathe out. So we'll come back to that down dog challenge. Maybe the feet walk out wide and the hands come together, and you can find that option where you reach for the heel. Or a little different. So if you're taking that option, yours to choose, you'll just switch sides as we also switch sides. But if you'd like to play a little different, the thumbs will still come together to touch, but the feet will also touch. Root down through the left leg and lift up the right. Bend the knee. Your right hand will stay as your base, and you'll start to tiptoe the left hand out to the left. Maybe it comes up to connect to the hip. Maybe it reaches up to find the foot. If it has the foot, flex the foot into the hand, press away from this right hand, and breathe. And if you fall out, you fall out. Breathe and reset as it suits you. When you feel complete with that side, unwind it. Let the hands retouch. Left leg would come up and open. And again, move with control. So the right hand will walk out to the right. It might just find the hip. It might reach up and find the foot. If you have the foot, you'll kick it into the hand. Head stays heavy. Press away from the right arm. Squeeze the belly. And then as you're ready, we'll find our way back to our down dog. One more little stop along the way. Come up to toe. Bend the knees, look forward. Come to the front of your mat for a fold. Halfway lift. Refold. Let the feet walk out wide to hip distance. Lengthen halfway, last little bit through our crow pose. Bend the knees, chest lifts. Take an inhale. And then hands to heart, sit a little deeper, hands to earth. So if this is not for you, again, skip it up to tiptoes. And then knees to triceps as high on the armpits, towards the armpits as you can. Press the earth away. Squeeze the belly. Hold. So you can unwind the feet if you'd like to step back or press earth, hook the belly, take an inhale. And then on your exhale, you'll shoot the legs back to a chaturanga. So filling out. And then exhale, press and lower. Up and open, take a breath. And then drop the knees. Child's pose. Take an inhale. And again, you'll leave your head to earth. I'll sit up so you can hear me a little bit better. Rock your third eye side to side. Melting, softening, breathing. Keep that movement through the crown. Maybe thread an arm or find a spot that suits you. Last couple. If you threaded one arm and you have not found the second thread, find your way there. And then as you're ready from your child's pose, we'll find our way back up to a table. And you'll just let this right leg step up and outside the right hand. Walk that left knee back. So again, you're in sort of those lizard legs. But this time, walk the right hand outside that knee. Roll the heart up and open. So sometimes blocks are helpful for this option to lift the chest. And then half split. Slide over the right leg. Draw the head down, soft. We'll move that a couple times before we stay. So up and open, heart forward. Slide it back, empty. Roll forward. And slide back. Last two, roll forward. Slide back. Into that low lunge, ripple forward. And slide it back. You can choose to stay here, or if you'd like, split for your hips, Hanumanasana. You lift the chest and start to slide that right foot forward. So again, this is where a block might be helpful. So if that thigh floats, you can take this block and put it anywhere under the left leg. Square the hips and fold. If you are comfortable letting that thigh find earth, you can stay upright and square. Or you can start to draw yourself down and melt. As you are softening here, choose to find a space that feels good. If you like to play around with binds, whether it's with a towel, a strap, or your hand, this back leg can come up. And same thing we did earlier, you can hook it into the elbow, arm up and over. Or if you have the space to reach for the toes, you can turn the chest back forward. If you're stable, that left hand can join the right. Pull the hips and the chest forward. Maybe look up. If it's okay on the head, the neck, the hips, maybe look back. So I can't talk as I do that, so I'll stay here. If this is a lot, you can always release that foot and refold yourself. So play around as it suits you. And don't forget to breathe. One of the most important things we can do when we spend time in hips is to breathe into those tight spots. So if you're in full long legs, you'll eventually turn to the left into a wide straddle. If you're in this half split, you'll start to come forward. Let the left leg tuck in, have a seat, and then unwind the leg wide. Block through center if you'd like it. Feet out long, reach up. And then you'll fold in half. So again, keeping the spine long, that's where this block comes in. It can come under the head. It can be a place for the chest. It can also be a place for the forearms to soften. If you find yourself comfortably meeting earth, arms can come long, or they can walk back and under the legs. So if that is a comfortable spot for you to wedge the arms under each thigh, shoulder and chin down, you can find that option as well. So again, choosing a space that suits you. And just breathe. Let the eyes close. Let yourself melt. Spending just a couple more moments where you are. And then we'll eventually switch directions. So from your wide legs, you can bring the knees in, turn yourself to your left. Let that left leg come long and the right knee walk back. Frame the legs. Maybe find your blocks, heart up and open. And then half split. Roll it forward. And half split. So keep moving through those. The inhale rolls you up and open. And then slide it back. Roll up and open. And slide back. And again, your option is to, last one, roll up, slide back to stay. Or from here, let that left heel start to inch forward. Again, the prop of choice, block, bolster, towel, can come under this left thigh if that feels better. And it can be on any height. Remember, each side's a little different. So if that leg is not comfortable finding earth on this side, that is fine. You can stay upright or you can fold. And again, if you have the stability to pull that right foot in, you can hook it in the elbow or you can work through the bind. So finding the big toe, this right hand can be your stability if you're feeling a little wobbly on this side, or that arm can walk up the left and reach for the toes. Again, you can arch the heart up and open and drop the head back. I can't talk very well at that option, so choosing to go where you'd like. If it becomes a lot, you just slowly, with control, let it come back to earth and find a space here. Keep breathing. Let yourself soften as it suits you. Send your breath to those spaces that are tight. Just a couple more. We'll end in that wide fold again. So take 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another fill up. And an empty. So again, if you're in that half split, you'll come upright and then drop onto the right heel by tucking or drop onto the right glute, tucking the heel in. If you are in that full split straddle, you'll turn to your right. And then again, finding a prop if that suits you, or folding in half. We'll go to the left this time. So if you're using your prop, it'll go sort of towards the left. Draw the left forearm to that block and then right arm up and across. If that's comfortable, stay. This right arm can half wrap behind the back. If the forearm or the elbow finds earth, that's fine. Or you can also reach for the toes. If the left hand finds the foot, maybe, as long as you keep the right sit bone down, maybe this right hand joins. So a similar grab or bind to the fallen triangle variety. So right arm is up and over the back of the shoulder. So we're keeping the ribs long, rotating, maybe looking up, and then reaching over the head for the foot. Pressing this left elbow into that block or the earth helps get that compression. And then as you're ready, unwind. Reach and open, and then let the right forearm find earth or a block, left arm up. Maybe it starts here. You can wrap it around the back. If this right hand can reach the foot, you can hold on and press the elbow down. And then again, as long as this left sit bone can stay down, right arm can reach up and across the back of the head and neck for the foot. And don't forget to breathe. As you are ready, come back up. And then you'll turn back to the front of your mat. Finding cross legs, hands to knees, sit up tall, mild, gentle twist to the right. We'll do that a couple of times. Center, lift, and to the left. Center, come on up, to the right. Breathe in, center, and to the left. Come on back up, arms tall. And then fold with cross legs forward. We'll come back to that table here with just one more option to play. And again, if you are ready to lay down or have had enough today, you can find earth. But if you'd like to play one more time, find that table. Hands behind, lift the chest, and then as you are ready, lift the hips back up to that tabletop. Again, make sure the hands are wider than the hips so that we can rock the hips back through, press up, head back. Breathe in, and then roll back, scoop up, press away. Inhale, roll it up. And exhale, press it back, scoop and lift. 2 more, breathe in, lift, open. Exhale, squeeze and slide. The last one, inhale to roll up. And exhale, this time as you hinge, rock back, really press through the palms, and then see if you can lift the left leg. Let the heel come down. See if you can lift the right. Heel down, press up, breathe in. And then see if you can lift them both. Sit down as you're ready, arms reach. Last time to fold in half. And again, you'll drop your head to the shins and let the neck soften. I will keep my head lifted so that I'm not tucking directly into my shins. So keep the spine lengthening and flattening. Draw the crown towards the toes. If you are using a tower strap, again, you can loop it over the feet. And then come on up. Legs can stay long for more challenge or knees bend for a little less. Lift the heart. And then with control, see if you can lower yourself all the way to earth. Keep the chin off the chest, gaze up to the sky, pull the belly in. And then release down, big stretch out. We'll come back to those C shapes, feet to the right, hands to the right, reach. Give that arm a tug across, so right hand to left wrist, left foot over right. Back to center, switch the grip, toes and heels to the left, hands follow, right over, hinge and reach. Back to center, let the knees bend and the feet come out wide, and then just let them knock in. You can let them swish side to side. And then as you feel ready, arms alongside the body, maybe finding your prop if you prefer a supported bridge, so lifting up through the hips, shoulders down, hands down. If that's enough, stay. If you'd like to come back to wheel, if you were already there through our Wild Things and Flip Dog flows, you can find it right from here. So hands will come up alongside the ears. Again, be mindful of your own practice. Make sure you're doing this because it's within your space and not necessarily because I've given the option. Press into the hands, press into the feet, roll up through the crown and press away. If your back feels open enough and you would like to drop down to your forearms, it's one forearm at a time. I always tuck my chin up so I don't land on my hair as I drop my second forearm. And then check in with the feet. They remain hip distance. Hands can find prayer hands. Belly still has those big deep breaths. Press into the forearms. Let the throat hang open as the head draws heavy. And then you can either press back up, or I prefer to just tuck my chin, roll through to the balls of my feet, slowly unwind, and then find the knees back into my chest. If that's a lot on the knees, you can come back up through a long arm bridge, or long arm wheel, and then back to your bridge. And then we'll take the left leg long and the right leg stays in. As you're ready, cross it to the left, right arm out to the right. If you'd like to grab the toe and kick the foot out for your supine twist, you can take that as an option if those grabs are available for you. And then looking again over the right shoulder. Come up to center, keep the left leg long. Find half of a dead bug, so stack the ankle, press down through the left thigh. Draw the head down to earth, chin to chest. And then one more here to stay. Let that heel tuck, release, and switch. So left knee tucks in, draw it to center, help it to the right. Left arm long and look left. You can find that toe grab on this side. Again, you'd kick out the foot, reach for the peace fingers with the right hand. As you feel complete, come back up to center. Find the pinky edge side of the left. Draw that ankle up above the knee. Right hand to right hip to help remind it to press on down. Chin to chest, head to earth. And then right leg joins the left. Dead bug. Maybe rocking a little side to side, pedaling through the heels. And then soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, one hand to belly, one to heart. If you would prefer to stay here, do so. If you'd like an active inversion, I'll let you find your own today. We did some options for inverting earlier. So we'll take a gentle restorative inversion at this point. We're winding down our practice. It was a pretty fiery flow, so we'll take a little more of a yin approach here as we rest. So finding a prop of choice, it can roll under the hips. So feet to earth, hips up on that prop, and then legs up to the sky. And again, if you have sandbags or anything that you'd like to put on the feet for added sensation, or if you'd like to lift the arms, that's an option. And then we'll just spend a little bit of time here. So staying where you chose to go. If you have any issues with the head, the back, the neck, the shoulders, let that inverted, supported shoulder stand be your inversion today. And again, if you're feeling something with a little more fire, it's part of your practice. As long as it's safe for you, be your own champion and do what suits you. And that sometimes is more restorative at this stage in our practice. If you took something else other than supported inversion or legs up a wall, start to find your way back to earth. Knees to chest as you're ready. If you're on that block, you'll find your feet to earth and lift up off of it. And then as you're ready, find your way to Shavasana, your final rest. So really important that you take the time to settle, recover, melt, absorb your practice. So spending a little bit of time here on the earth, reconnecting with that movement. And if that Shavasana is better set legs up a wall or staying in your supported inversion, that is great. Stay there. But find a place that is restful for you, and we'll start from the top of the head, letting it melt to earth. Let the chin tuck downward gently, unclench the jaw, so maybe making big opens with the mouth, big stretch out through the face, and then re-soften and just let it come back to a neutral space. Maybe taking the hands up right outside the eyes and giving yourself a little massage at the temples for a few moments, and then letting that come outside the jaw. And then letting the hands fall back away from the body, shoulders down to earth. Let the low back find the floor. Maybe point and flex the feet. Same thing with the hands. Let them sort of flex and roll out. Maybe some circles with the ankles and the wrists. Maybe let the legs pedal on earth, just a little motion. And then finding stillness. I will let you find some silence here for a few moments, so I will stop talking. Get heavy through the body, eyes closed, maybe a pillow over the eyes or some type of towel to block out any remaining light there might be in your practice space. Let the breath return to normal and settle. Slowly starting to blink open the eyes. Starting to find your way into a little ball. Onto your right side as that suits you. And then as you're ready, press yourself up to a seat. Bring your hands to the center of your heart. Anjali Mudra. I thank you for sharing your journey and your practice with me today. The light in my heart honors and greets the light in yours. Letting our thumbs draw up to our third eye, our eye of intuition. Knowing that you truly are a blessing. Namaste. I thank you all for sharing your practice with me tonight, today, wherever that time is for you and whenever you're choosing to find your mat. So thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely day, and I hope this practice finds you well. I'm excited to see you all back in the studio in the near future. But until then, I will connect with you over video. So, namaste. Otto also wanted to say hello, so here he is. He was not quite sure about the bell, so
Not so sure.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have a great night.